right, John, this all-New York homestand comes to a close today, and it can swing it one way or the other. The Dodgers 3-3 so far against the Yankees and the Mets, and it wraps up today.
Lindor out with the broken toe. Luisangel Acuna gets the start at shortstop. He'll bat ninth as the Mets go up against Landon Knack for the second time this year.
Back-to-back starts of 6 innings for the first time in his career. A strikeout to begin Knack's day as he backfoots that breaking ball to Nimmo. David Peterson, career-high 7 2/3 against the Dodgers a couple weeks ago. Gave up just 2 runs. Yeah, and it all begins with Ohtani, literally and figuratively.
Peterson struck him out 3 times. The first time he faced the Dodgers a couple of weeks ago.
It's just another hitter. It's 1 of 9 in their lineup. That's how I look at everybody. Yeah, I mean, he's 1 of the 9 guys in the lineup, and that's how I prepare. I look at my stuff and go through my process and get ready to face him.
Slider to the dirt, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And he struck him out with a slider. So Peterson has now fanned Ohtani 4 times in 4 at-bats this season.
Well, if he keeps on pulling off like that, just keep on feeding him that slider away.
Now we go to the second inning in L.A. Mets nothing, Dodgers nothing.
Pete Alonso ready to start this second inning for the New York Mets.
Alonso drives one out to right. That's deep, and that is gone. Wow. Pete Alonso wasting no time on the first pitch of the second inning. He goes opposite field against Landon Knack, and the Mets have a 1-0 lead. Number 15 for Alonso, 2 home runs last night and a home run on the first pitch he sees today.
54th RBI on the season. Pete is hot.
1-0 Mets over the Dodgers.
And Brandon Nimmo leads off against Landon Knack here in the third.
Lifted to deep right center field. Back goes Pages right near the wall. He leaps and it's out of here. Brandon Nimmo with a home run, his 10th home run of the season. And the Mets have a 2-0 lead. Home runs by Alonso and now Nimmo. And the Mets have gone deep twice. Just got it beyond the outstretched leap of Andy Pages for Nimmo's 10th home run of the season.
So a 2-0 Mets lead in the third inning. And Starling Marte next.
That's drilled to left by Marte, headed back toward the wall, and it's out of here. Back-to-back home runs for Nimmo and Marte, and it's 3-0 New York. Number 4 for Starling, and the Mets are crushing it early in this game against Landon Knack. 3 solo home runs in the first 3 innings, 3-0 New York. Knack, who came in averaging just a shade over 3 walks per 9 innings, has walked 3 inside of 3 innings today. He's also hit a batter and given up 3 solo home runs.
Swung on, floated back towards the middle, and down a base hit into center field. Alonso held, so he goes station to station. McNeil trails to second.
And the Mets have the bases loaded. And the Mets with a chance to put the hammer down in this game with Brett Beatty coming up. Out to left. Conforto's there to grab it. Alonso's going to try it. Here comes Conforto's throw to the plate. It's offline, and Pete dives in safely. Good base running by Alonso to score on the sacrifice fly by Brett Beatty, and it's 4-0 New York. Peterson's already fanned 2. And now 3 as he gets Conforto with the slider. Third strikeout for Peterson, 1 out in the third.
So Rojas walks, and that brings up Shohei Ohtani with a runner at first base in a 4-0 Mets lead.
And a weak ground ball hit toward the middle, just past McNeil and into center field. Rojas will go first to third. Ball wasn't hit hard, but with McNeil playing over toward the hole, he couldn't get to it. And Ohtani sneaks a base hit, the first of the day for the Dodgers.
4-0 Mets. Dodgers now threatening.
Mookie Betts, a walk his first time. That is whacked to center field. Taylor sprints back on it, over his head, and the Dodgers are on the board. Rojas in to score on a ringing double from Mookie Betts.
Drives in one and gets a little bit of the crowd into this game.
Yeah, a little jolt for this stadium. And Will Smith coming up, the best hitter in baseball with runners in scoring position this year, has 2 of them here. Smith grounds one through the left side, a base hit. 4-2 game as Ohtani scores. 4 consecutive base runners for the Dodgers. And back-to-back run-scoring hits from Betts and Smith. Tying run aboard, go-ahead run comes to the plate in the form of Teoscar Hernandez. It's a bouncing ball to second. On to second one. Acuna's throw to first is late, and a run comes to the back door to make it a 4-3 game.
Small barrel on the sledgehammer, though.
Sweet spot's hard to get. There's a liner into center field coming on. Paez, and he makes a sliding grab to take a hit away from Acuna.
Marte's gone from 0-2 to 3-2, and he draws a walk. Wow. So Knack loses him. Second time in the game he's walked back-to-back hitters. That's 5 walks in the game, and he's done for the day. And Soto coming up. Jack Dreyer will come into the game. 3 consecutive walks, 2 by Knack, and now a 4-pitch walk by Dreyer. And that loads him up for Alonso, who hit 2 home runs last night and homered his first time up today.
Nowhere to hide, Gare.
Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him with a slider. Pretty well located one, too. And Alonso strikes out. There are 2 out for the Mets. Well, that's a big out.
So it stays 4-3. 2 outs. Jeff McNeil golfs the first one to right field. And how about this? Jack Dreyer, after walking the first man that he faces on 4 pitches to load the bases, gets out of it.
Acuna's on with a single, so first and second 2 outs. 4-3 Mets. It'll bring up Brandon Nimmo.
Swung on in a little soft line drive toward the middle. Mookie Betts crosses over to the right side of second base and makes the stab for the out. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left.
Shohei's gathered a lot of information. I think they're going to go away from him.
It came in, and he grounded a base hit into right field. His second knock of the game.
They went away from their pattern.
Betts with another base hit. Tying run into scoring position. Go ahead run aboard here in the 5th.
And Smith flies one out to center. Taylor barely has to move. Otani's going to tag at second, but he's going to stay right where he is. And that's the second out. 0-2 coming. Struck him out. Got him with that back foot slider. So Peterson gets out of trouble in the 5th.
And damp and rainy.
Punched the other way by Alonso. Coming on as Hernandez slides. He can't get it. Marte will stop at second. And Alonso's got his second hit of the day. A little flare to right. And the Mets have 2 men on in the 6th. And that goes to the backstop past Smith. And that moves the runners along to second and third on the wild pitch.
It is a big help for a team that has not executed in these situations.
They've stranded 9. Have the lead because they've hit it to the seats. Another 2-2. Got him this time. Down to third. They're out of the inning. Will Smith picks off Starling Marte. Boy, this game has been teetering right there on the Mets, breaking it open several times, but the Dodgers just will not let them loose.
Peterson pitching into the 7th inning for just the 2nd time this season. First one was against the Dodgers. He went 7 2/3. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Nice change.
Strikeout number 5 for Peterson, and he gets the first 2 in the 7th, bringing Otani to the plate with the bases empty. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming from Peterson to Otani. And it's on the outside corner. Got him looking at the fastball. David Peterson finishes off the 7th inning by striking out Shohei Ohtani for the 5th time in his 2 starts against the Dodgers this year. And the Mets lead 4-3 after 7. They're going to intentionally walk Soto after the double by Marte. So now Alonso, who delivered the keynote today with a 2nd inning home run, now facing Urena. 2 out and 2 on. And Pete lines one the other way for a base hit. Marte around third. He'll come in to score. Soto goes first to third. Pete Alonso drives in his 2nd run of the day, his 55th RBI of the season, and the Mets have a little breathing room. It's 5-3.
Clutch hitting, smart hitting.
Reed Garrett on to pitch the bottom of the 8th. Mookie Betts leads off.
There's his numbers, and they are spectacular. He has been every bit of them for those numbers.
3-1 pitch. Leadoff walk for Betts. And a perfect day continues.
It's a good start with a tough equation. Garrett has given up 3 runs all year with 27 appearances, and the Dodgers are down by 2.
Tying run up there. Will Smith. Smith yanks one down the line. It's a fair ball headed for the corner. Betts is given the wave. He'll score easily. Smith with a double. It's a 1-run game.
Another hit for Will Smith. Ball slightly up, had good action, but it was above the knees, and he got it in the air down the line. The way that thing caromed around in the corner, Mookie Betts was going to score easy.
So Will Smith has knocked in 2 of the 4 runs, and now stands in second as the tying run here. Cuts it loose on this one. Flies it to center field. Tyrone Taylor Smith tagging, heading for third. Taylor's got a good arm, but not good enough. And the tying run is 90 feet away. Productive out for Teoscar Hernandez, and a chance for Andy Pages to draw the Dodgers even. Tying run 90 feet away. Pages scrapes it off of the deck. Smith is headed home, throws in the dirt. They collide, and he's safe. A game of pinball and a tie game of baseball.
They had a traffic jam at home plate between two cars. Gave Will Smith a shot to get his foot in there.
Interference on his own team there.
Yeah.
Dodgers have tied it against Garrett. 2 earned runs all year coming in. Dodgers have 2 against him to tie it up.
It's a wild pitch, putting Pages into scoring position. Edman goes down on the cutter in. And there are 2 outs, but here's Freeman batting for Kike Hernandez.
Freddie had the game-winning hit in Game 2 of this series. He's the leading hitter in the National League, and the Mets will walk him intentionally. So that'll leave it in the hands of the former Met, Michael Conforto.
Conforto to the plate, who's looking for his first hit with a runner in scoring position since March. Trying to snap an 0 for 30 in these situations, and boy, would he love to do it against his old team. He does! Conforto! Sweet release! Dodgers have taken the lead, and it's Michael Conforto that's delivered.
Well, he's been looking for a Dodger moment, and he's been looking for a hit in this situation.
He probably feels like the weight of the world has been lifted off him right there. The go-ahead hit comes from Michael Conforto, and they knock Reed Garrett from the game.
6-5, Dodgers with the lead. Another 1-run ball game here. Scott's 30th appearance. He's 1-2, 10 of 15 in save situations.
Scott's payoff pitch. Struck him out with the slider.
1 down in the 9th.
Here's his 0-2. Got him looking. Not necessarily where he was aiming, but he'll take it. And he's an out away.
1-2 coming. And Alvarez hits a hard pass. Benson into left center, a base hit. Cut off by Conforto, and Alvarez keeps the Mets alive with a 2-out hit.
Spanks a base hit into left center. So the tying run reaches. Tying run at first. Mets down to their last out. The 8th pitch from Scott to Acuna. Pop up. Right center field. Pages. Got it. And the Dodgers in this homestand against the Yankees and the Mets above 500. They salvage the split here against the Mets, and they go 4-3 on the stand.